step in creating a frequency distribution table is defining your class width. We have numbers of exam scores. We'll use the greatest number minus the least number. In our data set, the greatest number would be 98, and our least number would be 72. Since we know ahead of time that they told us it's 5 classes, we'll divide the number that we get by 5. Now we'll carry out the functions. It'll be 98 minus 72, which equals 26. And we'll divide that by 5. So your answer would be 5.2. You would then have to round up, so your number being 6. So this would be your width between your numbers. Now normally we would minus a 1 in order to make sure that the width between all of your numbers are correct when creating a frequency table. So 6 minus 1 being a 5. So now we would create our chart. The first column would be classes. The second column would be tally. The third column would be frequency. The fourth column would be relative frequency. And the fourth column would be cumulative frequency. Okay, so for the classes, we have our width being 5. So the first number would be 72. Now you'd use your fingers if you wish, and you would count from the number 72 up to 5 digits. So 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. And for the second number, we'd start from 77. So 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. Next makes 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Now we'll do this all the way up until we reach the greatest number in our data set. Our last digit would have to be a number greater than or equal to the greatest number in your data set. So here we actually went over, so it's 101, and our greatest number was 98. All right, for the second part, which is tally, tally would be to use the numbers in your class in each row to minus off which numbers are in your data set. So for example, we have 72 through 76. Which numbers in our data set are in between or that exact number? So 72, we have 1, we have a 76, that's 2, another 76, 3, another 72, that's 4, a 74 making 5, 75 making 6, and 72 making 7, and 75 making 8. So that's all there. So that's 8. So for the tally, we would write it out. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have completed our tally and confirmed that our numbers are correct. So we have here 8, 5, 2, 3, 1, and 1. These are the numbers that are in between the classes that we have in our data set. For the second step, well, the third step, the frequencies, you would just write out the number in the number form, which are in the tally column. So this is an 8, 5, 2, 3, 1, and 1. Now, make sure that you add up all of the numbers in the frequency. 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we have 20. For the fourth step, the relative frequency, you would have to divide the number in the frequency column by the total number. So we have 8 divided by 20. 5 divided by 20, 2 divided by 20, 3 divided by 20, 1 divided by 20, and 1 divided by 20. So you would get a decimal for each of these numbers. 5 divided by 20, 0.25. So now that we have our answers for the relative frequency, that column is completed. For cumulative frequency, you would actually have to use the numbers in the frequency column and add for each digit down. So the first number being a 3, you can just write it over 3. For 3, you would add the 9. So that second number would be a 12. So 12 plus, which would be a 20. 20 plus the 3, which would be a 23. And 23 plus the 1, which is a 24. So the number here all equals to the total numbers that you started off with. So that's how you can confirm that your answer is correct. Once the number in the frequency column matches the number in the cumulative frequency, and that is the same number of digits that you started off with in your data set.